Hello.
Hi, everybody.
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
How you doing?
Feeling good?
You doing good?
Is this a good day for you?
You doing good?
Huh?
Yeah. We had some pretty tiring weekends, like the past 2 weekends.
We had some busy past 2 weekends.
We had to unlock a few things. So, as you may have seen from the title, this is a little random thoughts review of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, we finally finished the game, and we just... like a me.
Basically...
We finished the game, and we just felt like giving our quick thoughts about it.
Giving our own thoughts to this game, which was the only reason why I asked for a PS4 for Christmas several years ago.
Yeah, for starters, fantastic. For the most part, fantastic.
There's a lot to
there
talk
are things.
about.
There are things.
So before we get started, there's going to be major spoilers, because to discuss the specific things that we like and don't like, there's going to be major spoilers. So if you haven't finished the game and you don't want spoilers, finish the game first and come watch us. We'll wait.
Yeah, just do what we did. Play the whole thing in basically 2 days.
Well, not everybody has that kind of life, if that's what you call it.
But anyways, so
to start off in general, we really did like the game.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. So much fun.
Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises, as of many, and I don't even know where to start. We have our likes and dislikes about it.
Well, first of all, the graphics were fantastic in this thing.
That's probably what we should start off with.
Yeah.
The graphics, you can obviously see major changes. Like, recently I was looking up, I was looking up videos of graphic and animation comparisons between the first game, the second game, their remixes, and this game, and oh my god, like, no wonder it took over decades to make. Like, all the details, it's all... I don't know the terms of animation and lighting, but yeah, they try to make it look as realistic as possible.
Yeah, it felt like everything was just the right amount of perfect for the look and feel.
The attention to detail was amazing. Like, every strand of hair on Sora's head, the grass,
yeah.
It didn't look like a placemat.
Okay.
Okay,
now is it just me, or does it feel weird seeing everyone have actual real perfect teeth instead of those white bricks that we'd always see all those years?
We're used to the white bricks.
We're used to the white bricks.
I admit it was weird to see, wow, they have individual teeth.
And if what I've noticed is when they take something from the past that's cartoony and all that and try to make it HD, they always look like plastic toys, like Barbie dolls or something like that.
Hercules.
What?
Like Hercules, who was 2D and now 3D.
Well, yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying when they go HD 3D, not like the PS2 generation and all that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
We go from PS2 to Barbie dolls. That's all I'm saying. Everything's so smooth.
Now, most of my dislikes about this game is just me being super nitpicky. It wasn't enough to ruin the game for me, except for one small detail that we will discuss later. We have much to discuss
at the
about
end of
it.
the video, because we want to save you some spoiler moments.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to turn it into a rant video.
Please save that at the end. We're going to need 10 minutes of that stuff.
So, this isn't a dislike, but it's more of a concern. I don't know if you've noticed this. There were some parts of the animation, the lips of the characters. There seemed to be a shift in some of the animation where I noticed that they had these kissy face Betty Boop lips. I've noticed it in Frozen. I've noticed in the last scene, or the ending.
Oh, you mean when it went full-on movie version?
There were parts where they went on all that, but I've noticed that the design of their faces, they were a lot more baby-faced, and they looked like dolls.
I can see that, yeah.
But they had these rosy, kissy Betty Boop lips. I mean, I'll show you a scene of it later, and I'll probably display it here.
No, I know what you're talking about. Like at the end where we see Sora in full HD and his lips are more pink than usual.
Yeah,
you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I've noticed it in the Frozen world too, in the ending scene.
Yeah,
the beautiful sceneries.
No, yes.
My God.
Yes. No, I agree with you there. And going back to your attention to detail, I love how when you get close up to Mickey, you actually see that his body is like that felt fur look. It actually has like small detail to it, like makes it pop a little.
I just don't know how they do it.
It's weird to see that, yet I love it.
It's so weird. I just can't imagine.
You can even see every strand of hair that's poking out of Axel's hair section things.
I've watched behind the scenes of some video game animations, and I mean, I've said this before in some videos that for me, editing is the most boring part of doing this channel.
Absolutely.
As much as I hate to say it.
No, I completely agree.
I just find editing very boring sometimes. So I can only imagine the hours they put into just like a 5-second scene alone.
Oh yeah. Oh, and to go to it. Well, this is pretty much going to one of your dislikes of it. How they like reuse scenes.
Or that's gonna be in the story part.
Yes.
Okay, so
well, go on.
They were very beautiful graphics in the scenery.
Yeah,
it just blew my mind. Especially, I would have to say my favorite is Pirates World.
Oh, I love it when a game gets water details perfectly. Like it actually looks like real water. You couldn't distinguish it from real for fake.
What was on the budget on that thing? Because I know that sometimes people go cheap and cut corners on animation because of budget cuts and such, but wow.
Well, you gotta think about how much they must spend on that game for copyright alone. I mean, I know they're working with Disney, but I'm sure it costs a little extra to use those characters. That's all I'm saying.
We're just talking about the animation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know all the specific words and terms. I'm not an animator or anything like that, but beautiful
yes,
work
fantastic.
on that. So the next thing I want to talk about is like the playthrough, which is like just the control play in general. So there are some Kingdom Hearts haters, and the biggest reason for that is because they're the kind of people who prefer more gameplay and less cutscenes. This is like half and half.
Which I can agree with, but only when cutscenes just take too long. You want to get back to the game.
Well, what I love about the gameplay is that it's a lot easier for me because the reason why I don't play games like Overwatch or FPSs or Call of Duty or anything like that is because I really suck at aiming for shit.
Well, yeah.
Whereas you just you can easily it's easier access to get to the magic spells or the potions or switching keyblades if you need to, and when you power up enough, you just simply push a button and you're summoning stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, might make me sound wimpy having the easy access button, but I really don't want to have to be in the middle of a battlefield and have to worry about this button and this button at the same time and up and down and ABBA. Like,
plus, it seemed like you were struggling a little bit with the dual stick.
Well, I rarely played the PS4.
I know.
So what are your thoughts on the game? Like, you did a lot of the extra stuff after the story, so what are your thoughts on the gameplay?
Well, just so much fun. I mean, I love RPGs, and this game makes it feel like not routine RPGs, like like turn-based or something like that, or you gotta go to this part of the map and all that. Just the little details and all that. It feels like an action RPG where you're actually in control of the character, and the gameplay was just fun. Using all the spells, the different keyblades, the magic, and just team battles and all that. Everything. I had a lot of fun. As I kept saying.
The things I didn't like about it, and again, I'm just being nitpicky. There were times where you would fight a boss, or you would walk 2 feet and another cutscene shows up.
Yes, it's true.
Like, I don't mind the cutscenes, but find more appropriate times to show them and such. And certain parts of the gameplay that I wasn't too fond of was like in the Rapunzel world where you're just dancing.
There's always going to be stuff like that in Kingdom Hearts games.
There's
okay.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Look, I completely agree, but it could have been worse. we could have been stuck with another Little Mermaid minigame.
I don't think anybody likes that one.
No one liked it.
No one liked that one.
This is why we haven't seen it since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, but in the world of Rapunzel, you show up in the village, and Rapunzel motivates everyone to dance, and you start dancing, and you're dancing with people, and you have to push these buttons at a certain time. It's one of those. What do you call them?
Quick time events. No, there's.
DDR on your thumbs.
Yeah. Well, look, I agree with you, but not everything in this can be like fighting based, right? I mean, we somehow loved the little chef bit.
I don't know why I like that. I guess I thought that by having those recipes made that we would have the meals. Like, kind of like in Breath of the Wild where you're fighting the boss battles and you have all these meals with you that can power you up and revive your HP.
Yeah.
That's a side quest. It's funny. We have it recorded on live stream. Oh, if you're hearing that background noise, it's our heating system, and it's loud and obnoxious. But yeah, we were playing the game, and I don't know how it got on the subject, but I talked about how interesting it would be if they were in the world of Ratatouille, and they were all rats in that world. But then we show up towards the mansion, and little Remy is on the tree being attacked by a Heartless. Like, hey!
I actually completely forgot that he was in the game.
There's a side quest mini game where you cook meals with him, and you get to have those meals. You know,
it was actually pretty fun.
Boost.
It was actually pretty fun as a mini game doing those little tricks and stuff. Except for the egg one, I hate the eggs.
Except the fact that I sucked at them.
The egg mini games of that stuff I hated.
Okay, so excuse me.
It's late.
It's not that late. But
it's not late.
I'm always tired.
Yeah.
So the next subject I wanted to bring up is the worlds.
I honestly. Sorry, what?
Bring up the worlds.
Yeah, I honestly. I mean, the worlds are fun. I honestly thought they were going to leave at least one world that they didn't have in the trailer, but they showed all the worlds anyways. It would have been more fun to find a secret world that we didn't know was coming and all that. You know what I mean?
To have some surprise worlds, like...
Yes.
Well, like the final world? Or just a world that's a movie?
But no, we know... That's the thing. The final worlds are always kept secret. That's like the final boss thing. I'm talking about, like, Disney worlds. That... Just one Disney world that they didn't show off in the trailer to give us a surprise. That's all I'm saying. Still loved them, though.
It was definitely... They did have some creative ideas. I think Toy Story is going to be the most popular one.
Oh, of course.
Because it was a basic plot, but it was created by them, and... God damn, Woody!
Okay.
The power of friendship!
Okay.
Holy shit!
Okay, I'm not one for the power of friendship thing, but Woody was a total badass in that scene. I never expected to see that come from Woody.
You think that Xehanort would have brainwashed him and fallen into the darkness like Buzz, but he's walking like a cowboy, like bitch, please. I'm all about friendship.
Like a boss.
Oh jeez, I was watching that like whoa, and it was funny how I felt the roles were reversed because in the first movie, Woody is the suspicious one and Buzz is more of the just chill out dude. But the roles were kind of reversed in this one. When Sora and the others show up, Buzz is very suspicious of them, and Woody's like, whatever.
Agreed.
We trust him. You're our best pals. One part about the worlds that I know some fans were complaining about, and I'm not too hateful over it, but like Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. kind of like they created the environment and the storyline where it could either taken place before or after the movies they were in.
Yeah, they
whereas to Frozen and Rapunzel, they just played the entire movie, and Sora and Donald the Goofy were just on the side.
Yeah, they did. They actually did the entire Let It Go scene. I did not expect that.
Frozen did the entire Let It Go segment, and
yeah,
Sora and the others are just following Elsa as she's doing "Let It Go, Let It Go."
No, she was basically singing. Guys in the background like, "Hey, over here! What are you doing? Hey, can you stop singing for a second so we can talk to you, lady? This is not time for singing. Who's playing that piano?"
But it was like word for word, motion for motion music video of Let It Go and a couple of other scenes. They pretty much zoom through the entire movie. And that one scene where Sora and the others run into Anna and Kristoff, Anna's filling in what happened with her and Elsa. Now, while she's explaining this, they're playing Do You Want to Build a Snowman? That scene. That one scene, even, and she just pretty much talks about everything that happened between then and currently. Like she talks about her sisters, their sisters, they were close, but then they distanced themselves and the coronation came and she freaked out and ran away, and it was like full commentary while they were playing Do You Want to Build a Snowman video.
Yeah, what the hell are we supposed to focus on?
Everything was just shoved in your face.
Are we supposed to listen to the music? Are we supposed to listen to her talking? Pick one or the other, please!
It seemed like everything was shoved in my face. I'm trying to watch a video and people are in my ears like...
Yeah.
But that was... Yeah. What else? About the worlds did you like? I love how you could actually take the helm of a pirate ship and blast cannons.
Oh, yes. I loved how they gave you a giant robot in Toy Story.
Oh, yeah, like you go a gun and shit.
And I also loved how they pretty much tricked you with what you thought was going to be an advertisement for another game in the movie, which, I mean, it was a game in the movie. But we thought they were throwing an advertisement for another project they were working on, like this small project that they had a feeling that wouldn't sell if they just advertised on their own, so they threw a trailer in right in the middle of it. We were like, are we in the right game? What's going on here?
We should probably explain. There's a video game that's mentioned in the Toy Story world called Yozora. And supposedly Rex mistaken Sora as the action figure of this character, even though he doesn't. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but,
it doesn't look like
so you enter the Toy Story world, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this whole action sequence is going on. It looks like a Final Fantasy game. These characters are doing this fighting and magic and shit, and then it just shows like, game available soon and stuff like that, and we're just like, wait, this is Toy Story? Wait a minute. But then it turns out it was an advertisement that Rex and the other toys were watching about a video game. It was like a game within a game within a game. It was like Gameception. Right. And we were just confused as shit. If we could find the reaction on the Twitch.
Wait, this makes me think. What would happen if they combined the world of Toy Story with the world of Wreck-It Ralph? Who would be real? Who would be alive? Would the toys doubt the existence of living games, or would the games doubt the existence of living toys?
I think the toys itself would... I think the games itself would be alive, not the people in the game.
Wait.
Like the arcade games themselves would be alive and talking, is what I mean.
Right. I'm just saying, what's there to stop something in an actual video game for people being alive?
The movies universe should just implode.
That's all I'm saying. I'm throwing a lot of ideas out here that just happened to pop in my head. That's all. Anyways, next one.
There was also we probably should have mentioned this during the gameplay, but you had you wanted to talk about the Disney attraction.
Yes. It's kind of a love-hate thing. I actually had a lot of fun with the attractions in the beginning. They were a nice touch to the nighttime festival thing that we grew up with as kids.
You got these final attacks like the roller coaster, the carousel, the teacups, and they were probably, if you've been to Disney World before, up until recently, every night at Disney World they have the Magic Light Parade.
Yeah, which was
a majestical thing that they stopped doing recently, sadly.
It was a highlight of our childhood. We still have the tapes of it on VHS and everything. But the thing is, they just kept showing up randomly. It's just like they'd be the first thing to pop up when you wanted to do another special kind of attack thing. I mean, I loved them in the beginning, but then they just got
a little fast.
Monotonous, I guess, or they got old.
They
wanted to be the focus of our special attacks, I guess I want to say. But so I mean, luckily they gave us an option to choose between, like, the 4 different special things that are happening right now, so. But, anyways, that's my rant.
They didn't do enough of the roller coaster one. Like,
Roller
twice.
Roller coaster was only for a boss battle. Yeah,
well,
only
for
boss.
the Titan and one time in the final battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what else? Let's talk about the characters.
Always fun.
Always fun.
It's especially fun how they were bringing all the characters from every single game together, even the mobile game.
And Reiku's just as hot as ever.
Of course.
Okay, so yeah, some people, I mean, there's been mixed opinions about the voice acting, the personality of these characters. Where do you even start? I mean, I was hoping we would see more of, throughout the whole game, Axel, or Lee, as he's called, Lee and Kairi are training with Merlin to become Keyblade wielders, but we never see them in training. We get occasional cutscenes of them just sitting and talking.
Yeah, and then when they are finally in action, they don't seem to really contribute at all.
Well, they try, but they get their asses handed to them. Like,
yeah,
that.
I mean, we didn't even get to see Axel show off with his new Keyblade. I mean, he just grabs it. Xehanort just grabs it and destroys it or something. I don't know what he did.
And in the end, spoiler alert, Kairi gets kidnapped again.
Again.
Freaking princess getting kidnapped.
Seriously, Kairi, do something. You say you want to protect Sora, then protect him.
Well,
do something to protect him.
Well, she kind of did somehow.
I mean, actual physical protection.
Well, major spoilers, the scene where everybody, quote unquote, dies. Somehow, I guess Kairi's belief in Sora saved him from having his body completely obliterated.
I don't know. It's
sent to the final world.
It's a little.
She brought him back somehow. Like,
it's a little confusing.
Since when can you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, but I do enjoy watching the characters. The fact that it's really hard to come up with different characters with their own personalities and their own backgrounds and make it work.
Especially with characters like Organization 13, where you got a whole group of them. Well, I mean, they gave personality to them, but they didn't really focus on them too much, though.
Yeah, I mean, based on the trailers they've shown us, I thought that the saga of them trying to save Aqua would have lasted a bit longer. Like, maybe they would have run into her more than one occasion before finally saving her, but instead it was just that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it was still pretty cool, but still,
You wanted more. I
thought
understand.
she was going to be near the end. I was thinking, like, did she join the organization? Is she brainwashed by Ansem? Is she going to be, like, second to final battle or something?
Yeah, I thought she was going to be in darkness mode for, like, 3 battles or something like that.
Which I won't be surprised if I see people cosplaying her version by the next year.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
And then immediately going to wake up Ventus.
Yeah,
it took some time to bring back Terra.
Yeah, like, half the things were resolved within, like, an hour, right? And
almost everything was resolved within that final battle. Like, you go to, like, in the final battle, you get stuck in a labyrinth, and Sora has to choose which way to go to save certain people, and they all pretty much get their saga resolved. Like, if you go to help Riku, he makes peace with the darkness and whatnot.
Yeah, and every person you fought had their own moment to shine, like their own.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That every bad guy had their moment to say goodbye or something like that.
Oh yeah, not just that, but the protagonists I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the Aqua, Terra, and Ven finally reunite. Terra had quite a surprise for us as to what happened to him and how he came back.
Oh yeah, I did not see that coming.
But the thing that made me cry was Roxas, Shion, and Axel reuniting.
Oh, that was
perfect.
It was beautiful. It made me want to start tearing up.
Some might disagree and call bullshit, but I thought it was just perfect.
I actually loved how all the loose ends were starting to tie up as you were going through the final battle.
Yeah, the whole thing with the replicas tried to help make more sense as to how Shion and Roxas came back and managed to join the battle just in time to save Lee. But then the scene when the three of them just cry and hug each other, I was like, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah, I especially loved when Axel was trying to keep a straight face and joking about the popsicles, and then he just starts breaking. They just immediately breaks down.
Well,
I loved it. I'm saying I liked it. It's just
and with him and Isa too.
Oh yeah.
Are we missing anything?
We should move on, otherwise we're gonna be here all night.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what else we're missing. Speaking of characters, another spoiler alert.
Oh.
If any of you have wondered of whether or not why Master Yen Sid is such a master, he shows it!
Yeah, he basically, at our lowest point,
I have never had such a reaction to a scene.
I know. At our lowest point, he just shines down like Jesus, parts the
Heartless like the sea.
Yeah, like the Red Sea, like Moses.
They're surrounded. All the protagonists are surrounded by Heartless. It's dark. It's holy shit. What's gonna happen now? And then this beaming white light comes down. I was expecting like Roxas or somebody. Were you expecting anyone in specific?
Well, to be honest, I actually got spoiled by it because there was a thumbnail of like the suggested videos on YouTube.
Oh crap!
I was
by those two.
I mean, no, I knew he was coming. I just didn't know he was coming in like that.
But holy
shit!
We were just like,
holy shit!
I really regret not live streaming.
I know
the final battle because I have never felt such a roller coaster of emotions. But yeah, the master actually does something. Yes.
It would have been nice if he just one-hit KO'd one of the bad guys, one of the bosses.
It would be. But there was extended and unnecessary cutscenes. Like there was a lot that repeated. Like like in the final battle where they went through that same exact scene twice.
Right.
Because supposedly everybody dies, but
Sora finds
his way back, and then they replay that whole scene again of right before they died, and then just move on. It's like, and that was, I thought that was ridiculous. There was also like the scene when Riku and Mickey are facing the Heartless near the beginning, trying to find Aqua. They repeated that twice.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point? Were there any repeat cutscenes? Like, I could just easily tell which cutscenes were added there just to extend the time.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it felt... Didn't they do, like, that one scene where everyone fell into darkness, like, 3 times? I know it felt like 3 times. I know they did it twice.
More or less...
The darkness tornado, remember that?
More or less times than Sora, Donald, and Goofy falling off a snow cliff and frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing snow is so soft. We could do this 100 times.
Would you like to jump off it again?
No, thank you! I think that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
But what... Did you have any additional thoughts?
Well, one of my gripes, one of the things I don't like, was, what was it? The loading screens. I understand that games need loading screens, and this had a lot to process. I do. I understand that. It just felt like everything you did had, or everywhere you go, you needed a loading screen. You go to another section of the place. There's a loading screen. You travel around in the gummy ship. There's a loading screen. You want to do a little mini game. There's a loading screen.
There was a lot of loading screens, and some of them included Instagram shots, others didn't.
Okay. Am I the only one who feels weird when you see something you grew up with get put in the modern age?
Having an Instagram account?
Yeah. I mean, it's... The other day I saw Captain Crunch with a smartphone. I should not see Captain Crunch with a smartphone!
They're keeping up with the times, I guess, but how
It's weird! It's weird!
How about the fact that like there's a side quest where you look for the emblems and take pictures of them, but there's also an option of you taking selfies.
You're given a gummy phone, which is basically an iPhone. Oh,
Very big
God.
iPhone. And you tried to take a selfie with the Heartless while they were attacking.
Everyone would try to take a selfie with the Heartless while they're attacking. That wave of Heartless, who wouldn't take a selfie?
It was exactly like that scene on Game Grumps when they played Wind Waker and Aaron was trying to take a selfie with Ganon as he was attacking him. Dan was like, don't!
Sora! The Heartless are driving in! Hold on, I gotta take a selfie. Yeah, we're being overrun by darkness! Is it my left or right side that's good? They're starting a tornado! I need more lighting on this thing.
We're in darkness! More lighting!
And I especially love thinking about how he was using a Keyblade as a selfie stick probably using that at one point.
Yeah, he did come up with that, and I couldn't stop laughing at it because we were talking about what camera is he talking about, and you mentioned.
You think at one point he's just using the Keyblade as a selfie stick?
It's like, hey, let's see. You get my good side?
Are we getting everyone this shot? Is this good? No, whack, whack. What?
There it is.
Oh, there, magics.
Where's the light? Where is the light? This is really cool.
Yes, it's my Keyblade replica from Tamashii Nation. It's a full-scale one-on-one replica.
Okay. Have we discussed all we wanted to discuss on this game?
I love the Keyblades. What they added to the Keyblades.
I wasn't a fan of the Toy Story one. I felt like it was clashing. Like they were trying so hard to mix Wild West with space, which obviously because of Woody and Buzz, but it was clashing too much.
I understand, but that's what the Keyblades do. They basically combines the parts of the world.
Well, I know that.
What I loved was the whole transformation thing that they added to the Keyblades. It added another level of wanting to get the Keyblades because you want to find out what they did and final attacks and all that. I mean, all the Keyblades in the past were cool and having them was great, but they were just a boost in power. They didn't really do much else except look pretty. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Have we talked about the Big Hero 6 world yet?
I don't think we did. That was fun. Huge but fun. It was a sandbox world.
The one scene when Hero was explaining to Sora about what the nanobots were, and Sora and Goofy are just like, they tilt their head like dogs. That was adorable.
We finally got a moment where Goofy was being his goofy self.
Yeah, Goofy ended up being the smart one in the group.
He's been like that since the beginning. He's giving words of wisdom with this goofy voice of his.
But he also comes up with good idea, and he's also appears to be the most observant.
Yeah.
Like
and all of his words of wisdom end with so it's hard to take him seriously.
Well, he likes to be funny because the gummy ship powers up with laughter.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
They mentioned it in Monsters Inc. too. The gummy ship is powered by laughter.
I thought it was just laughter in the Monsters Inc. I forgot about the gummy ship thingy. So, then they should put in Final Fantasy X Titus with his stupid laugh.
Oh dear. Okay, so I think we've discussed as much as we can remember. There's a lot more to it.
So should we finally get around to the ending?
Yeah, the biggest thing that we didn't like about this game, major spoilers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the whole ending. Alright, it left me with a few questions. Okay, for starters, what? Second of all, the fuck?
But that's the thing. The biggest thing about the ending that pissed me off was that it left a lot more questions than answers.
Which I was not surprised. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, everyone kept saying about how this was the final chapter of Sora's quest. I hope they didn't mean that he or anything like that, but okay, so here's how the ending came out. Spoilers again. So Xehanort kills Kairi, first of all, to turn into the 13th Keyblade to open Kingdom Hearts.
How does that even work?
I don't know. A sacrifice to open the door. Xehanort opens Kingdom Hearts. They fight. they believe, we struggle, we believe, we go through all these different fighting areas.
Things,
okay.
yes.
But then when they finally beat Xehanort,
all this stuff happens.
all this stuff happens. Like, all the protagonists meet up again, and it turns out that Master Ericus was inside Terra's heart all along. He pops down and is like, Xehanort, surrender. And Xehanort's like, okay.
What was Xehanort's whole real plan anyway? I know he wanted to open Kingdom Hearts, but why?
He wanted to turn it to darkness, I guess.
In fact, now I think about it, what would opening Kingdom Hearts really do? Would he control everyone's hearts or minds or something? I don't really remember what the point of opening Kingdom Hearts would accomplish.
I mean, we're big fans of the game, but we don't know every single specific detail that I'm sure diehard fans know. So,
or at least we can't remember every detail.
If we're missing anything, feel free to leave in the comments below.
Please. We could use an explanation.
So Xehanort's defeated. Everybody should be cheering, but Sora's obviously sad because Kairi's gone. Sad. He decides he wants to go off again and find her wherever she is, and wants to go alone. So everybody, after that, the music plays. Everybody's having their happy endings. Naminé's back to life. What else? Mickey and Donald and Goofy go back to the castle.
Terra, Aqua, and Ventus go back to their home. Then Xion, Roxas, and Axel are enjoying their popsicles on the clock.
With Isa.
Oh, I love that scene. That was seeing those guys in regular clothes. That was actually very nice. He was in a sweater.
And then Hayden Pence and Alette join them, and then everybody meets up on Destiny Islands, and they're playing, they're having fun.
Frisbee time.
Yeah, and then they all stare at that classic Palpu tree.
Yeah.
Sora and Kairi are sitting up there, and they're holding hands, and they're gazing upon each other's eyes.
We're thinking this is the final moment where they're actually going to kiss or do something romantic.
Kairi's in tears, and then just before the fade out, Sora fades away.
And then, black.
Like, Kairi's there, but Sora isn't.
So
what?
What?
I all I could think was that scene from Moana. What?
Yeah, it was.
Even the
the epilogue didn't even fill us in on what that gave us more questions.
So many questions.
So Lushu was actually Xigbar, or Xigbar was actually Lushu, the guy who wandered off with the chest, who was the apprentice of the Master of Masters. I don't remember what the hell it was about.
Yeah, we saw that World X movie right before playing this game.
We probably should have ended up at least looking at the mobile game to see if it connected.
It looked like some super major prequel, I guess, because those masked leaders are resurrected by Xigbar. Supposedly Xigbar is like an Orochimaru kind of character and picks different vessels every now and then. And yeah, the whole thing with the black box.
We still don't know what it is. What's in the box?
What's in the box? But Maleficent and Pete show up all over the game from time to time talking about looking for a black box, and nothing happens with them. Like,
they do nothing.
You don't fight them, you don't talk to them, you don't do anything.
They don't contribute to the story at all.
Like, you finally get to see the black box in the epilogue, and you see, like, the silhouettes of Pete and Maleficent, and they just walk away. And then Xigbar's all like, oh, I'm gonna fill you in on all this shit, and
I hope you like long stories. Well, I'm at least glad we watched the back cover to get at least some idea of what was going on with those characters. Otherwise, we would have no idea what's going on.
We would not know what was going on.
I mean, that X cover explained nothing to us, but it at least gave us some idea of what was going on with the epilogue. Some, not all.
I mean, my only hope, like, everybody's got their own fan theories on these things, but my only hope is that maybe there are going to be more games involving this saga in the future, so we can find out what the hell happened with Sora and Kairi.
Oh, you know the company's good with giving spin-offs. Or at least
this last chapter.
Sequel prequels or prequel sequels.
Yeah, my friend Ami was ranting about what a hollow victory it was, because not all stories have happy endings, obviously, but after everything that Sora went through,
Oh man.
You think he would deserve a happy ending?
Oh man, Ami was just waiting for someone to ask about the game and just let everything pour out of her soul.
Well, she was ranting on Twitter without giving spoilers. So when we finished the game, I texted her and I was like, I know how you feel now because I'm raging too. And then she texted me back like 50 messages in all caps about all these things like, why the fuck did this happen? Why did this happen? Why is this? What is that? What is that? I mean,
I have a lot of questions.
A lot of questions. Oh, but that, yeah.
And then
again, that's the biggest thing that I hated about the ending was that it left for a final chapter. It left way more questions than answers. I mean, just you expect us to just rely on our fan fictions to make a better ending. I don't know.
Which there will be 1,000 of. And then the secret ending comes around.
Now I don't know. I wasn't mad at it. I just thought there would be more to it. But
yeah,
obviously the secret endings kind of leave a promotion to what the future could hold. So Sora and Riku just randomly wake up in a modern world of Japan. It's been discovered that Sora is in Shibuya in the scene of The World Ends With You game.
And Riku is
Fans were freaking out when they saw that.
I forgot what... I thought it was just Tokyo.
It seemed like it. Riku woke up in the world of Yozora, the video game character that was mentioned in Toy Story. So they're just wandering around the city and there's like spinning camera motions and stuff. And then you see the character Yozora sitting on a building. And then you see a guy in a black cloak doing this in front of the moon, shaping it like a heart. I mean, does it mean that Sora and Riku are going to be featured in a crossover game? Or is there going to be another Kingdom Hearts featuring these people?
Or do we see the Master of Masters here? We don't know.
No. And then it ends with Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. So
we would reconnect it if you didn't keep making such branching paths for this stupid thing. Yeah. So...
What the fuck, Mr. Nomura?
So, in short, the ending was just one big headache. It just left us satisfied and unsatisfied at the same time, which is weird.
Okay, you know how I said before that this game put me on an emotional roller coaster?
Yep.
Okay, so first it felt like a roller coaster, then it felt like I was tossed on a carousel and spinning until the maximum speed, and then I was tossed out into the teacups and bashed against everyone another.
And then you were
up and down emotions, and then I was by the end of that game, I was put in the big drop. That's how I felt.
Good analysis.
Those were my emotions.
That was actually very good. Alright. It's basically me. It's basically me on the pirate ship just going, woo!
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yes, you did.
Believe it or not, I actually made us waffles out of anger. Like this morning, I call them rage waffles because the thing is we started the game. We didn't start the game. We continued the game last night, and I wasn't sure if we were going to finish it by then. So I thought we would have a big breakfast as we were playing the game in the morning. So I got stuff to make waffles. But then we saw the ending. I was like, I'm just going to make waffles out of rage. So
joy of the world! Holy shit! Where are the waffles?
There's your waffle. Rage waffles. Good thing they're good.
So, thank you for watching our video.
I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the game despite the video went on.
Thank you for listening to our rant. We hope you enjoy listening to our rants, and we hope you enjoy us enjoying these waffles.
I'm not sure what to say now, but I don't know. Oh no, we did enjoy the game. We really enjoyed the game. But the ending sucked. No more time, please. Give us the conclusion for Source Plus. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments about some stuff down below.
Yeah, so, until next time, this is Nicholson.
I'm sorry,
You.
that's very sorry. Very sorry. I used to know.
powerful woman.